Students, welcome to my next video. We will be doing a couple of problems on type 4. Okay. So let us consider a question now on type 4. The question says, solve d square minus 4d plus 3 times y is equal to 2x e power 3x. Now you can see here, this comes under type 4. Why? Why? Because it is the product of two functions. That too, where the one function is fixed, that is the exponential form. The other function is 2x, which is a polynomial term. And we'll have to apply type 4 first to come out of the e power exponential form, that is e power 3x, and then 2x is a polynomial function, so we have to apply type 3. As I told you, whenever we are applying, whenever we have product of two terms, we will be doing both the types, either type 4 and type 2 or type 4 and type 3. Both will come. Okay. So let us see how do we solve. The first part is as it is, to find the complementary function. The first step you don't have to write because the given question is already in the operator form. So going with the further part, next step, that is to frame the auxiliary equation for the given question is m square minus 4m plus 3 is equals to 0. Applying the splitting of middle term, we get m square minus 3m minus m plus 3 is equals to 0. M into m minus 3 minus 1 time m minus 3. So the factors are m minus 3 and m minus 1. Therefore, m takes the values 1 and 3. These are the unique roots. We have the complementary function, therefore is given by yc is equal to c1 e power 1x plus c2 e power 3x. So this is the complementary function. Now coming to the particular integral part, yp is equal to phi of x divided by f of d, and in this case phi of x is, first I will write the exponential form e power 2x into 2x e power 3x into 2x whole divided by f of d is our operator polynomial d square minus 4d plus 3. Okay. Now carefully observe here. First step here, we are going to apply type 4. That is, we have to replace d by d plus a. What is a here? A is the coefficient of x in the exponential term, and that is, here it is 3. Alright. So we are going to replace d by d plus a. That is d plus 3. Okay. So this is the main step that you should consider. So the denominator has to be changed. Now e power 3x will come out of this form and we will be left out with 2x divided by, instead of d plus 3 is replaced. So d plus 3 the whole square minus 4 times d is replaced by d plus 3 again plus 3. This is constant, this is as it is. Understood guys? So expand this, e power 3x, 2x divided by d square plus 6d plus 9 minus 4d minus 12 plus 3. Simplify further, we get 2x divided by d square as it is, a second degree polynomial in d, we are going to get 6 minus 4 is plus 2d, 9 plus 3 is 11, so sorry 12, so plus 12 and minus 12 gets cut, so we don't have a constant here anymore. So this is the term. Now here I will mention here, in this first step I have applied type 4. Now here in this step I am going to apply type 3. Why type 3? Because we have a polynomial function in the numerator, a polynomial in terms of x. So let us see the long division here. We have to divide 2x divided by d square plus 2d, but arrange the denominator in such a way that the powers of d are in the increasing pattern. So we get 2x has to be divided by instead of d square plus 2d, I will write 2d first plus d square. There is no constant term here, observe. Okay, you can have a problem in such pattern as well. Understood? Yes. Now, as I told you, how are we going to apply the long division? The first term divided by the first term. And we don't have any more terms here in the numerator part, only one term is there. So, there is no confusion in this case. So, we have 2x divided by 2d, which is equal to 2 gets cut. 1 by d is an integral. So, integral x dx, that is equal to x square by 2. So, this is going to be our first term in the quotient, that is x square by 2. Now, we got to multiply this entire denominator term with the quotient, that is x square by 2 into 2d plus d square. So, what do we get? 2 gets cut, derivative of x square plus second derivative of x square. That's what we are going to get. Alright, so here, what is the first derivative of x square? Which is 2x. Next, consider the second derivative of x square, which is 2. Okay, so second derivative of x square is 2. That's what we are going to get. So we can write it here, 2x plus. Alright guys, so what do we get here? Okay, fine. There is a 1 by 2 here that has to be considered. So it's going to be 1 by 2, 2 by 2, which is going to be 2x plus 1. Okay. The first term and first term gets cut by changing the sign in the second term. Second expression. So we get just minus 1 here. Again minus 1 divided by, for the second step, minus 1 divided by 2d. So what are we going to get here? That is equals to minus 1 by 2 is as it is. Integral 1 by d is integral dx. Integral dx is x. So we have our second term in the quotient, which is given by minus half of x, that is x by 2. Now multiplying minus x by 2 with these two terms, what do we get? Minus 1 by 2 x times of 2d plus d square. Okay, so multiply here, 2 gets cut, derivative of minus x plus second derivative of 1 by 2 as it is, second derivative of minus x. Derivative of minus x is equals to minus 1, but second derivative of this is going to be 0. Okay, so what we have here? Minus 1. So changing the signs, we get 0 as the hence, what is your yp? Therefore, this quotient here is equal to x square by 2 minus x by 2. But that is not your yp. Your yp is, therefore our yp here is equals to e power 3x should be considered as it is, and only this part is replaced by this. Okay. So you can take out a 1 by 2 common. So which becomes 1 by 2 e power 3x into, in fact you can take an x also. So 1 by 2 x e power 3x into x minus 1. This is the required yp for the given function, given differential equation, and our final general solution, which is given by y is equal to yc plus yp, that is equals to yc is c1 e power x plus c2 e power 3x plus 1 by 2 times of x e power 3x into x minus 1. Understood guys? So this is how you solve. Let us see more one problem in the same pattern, where we use type 3 only along with type 4. Alright? Okay. The next question says x double dash of t. Here the variables are different. You guys can check that. Minus 4 times of x of t is equal to t sin ht, sin hyperbolic. Okay, so why is it again under type 4? Observe here, sin hyperbolic can be written in terms of exponential terms and t is an algebraic term. So we again have product of two functions. One is exponential and the other one is algebraic. So this is also same pattern just like this problem what we did in the previous case. Anyways, let us put the given equation in the operator form. So here d square minus 4d times of, here the independent variable is not y, instead it is x. Okay, so and the dependent variable is t. So instead of sin ht, what we can write? Sin hyperbolic is given by, what is the formula for sin hyperbolic in terms of exponential form? E raised to t minus e raised to minus t the whole divided by, that is what is the sin hyperbolic. Okay, here what is the d? D, the operator is not d by dx, instead it is d by dt. Alright guys, so fine. So what is the auxiliary equation? M square minus 4m is 0. Okay, so there is no d here, sorry. So there is no m. It's no, there is no derivative. That's why no d, no more d's here. It's just the constant term. Alright, solving the equation, we get m square equal to 4, m equal to plus minus 2. Therefore, our yc is equal to c1 e to the power minus 2x. There are two values here, plus c2 e to the power plus 2x. One is minus 2 and the other one is plus 2. Got it guys? So that is what is yc. Next coming to yp. You got to be little careful in yp because there are two terms in the yp part. Okay, so let's see that. So yp is phi of x divided by f of d. Our phi of x is 1 by 2 into t times e power t minus e power minus t the whole divided by f of d is d square minus 4. Alright guys, so we have to split it into two parts. So first part 1 by 2 t e to the power t divided by 1 by 2 can be written outside d square minus 4. Again minus e to the power t e to the power minus t the whole divided by d square minus 4. Okay, so we can consider it as t1 and t2 and solve them separately. t1 therefore is equal to t e to the power t divided by d square minus 4. I will rearrange it as e power t into t divided by d square minus 4. Now replacing d by d plus a, and a here in the exponential form is the coefficient of t, which is 1. So replacing d by d plus 1, we get e power t is outside and t divided by d is replaced by d plus 1 the whole square minus 4. Got it guys? This is again type 4. I have mentioned the type wherever I am using so that it is comfortable for you. Okay, next expand this t divided by, expanding the whole square, we get d square plus 2d plus 1 plus 1 minus 4 is going to become minus 3. Understood? So that's how we get a quadratic expression in the denominator. Got it guys? Next we got to do the type 3 part. Why? Because this is a polynomial function. Understood? So let us apply long division again here. We are still doing only the first part of this yp. We got to do the similarly the second part as well. Be very careful. Now I am applying the long division for this part. That is here it comes again under type 3. Alright. So t has to be divided by d square plus 2d minus 3. But always I told you, you got to go with the increasing orders of the powers of the d. That is minus 3. The constant comes first plus 2d plus d square. Now first term divided by first term, which is going to be minus t by 3. Now multiplying minus t by 3 with these three terms, we get minus t by 3 times of minus 3 plus 2d plus d square. Okay, and here you got to remember what is d. D is not d by dx, instead it is d by dt. So the variable is t, there is no problem, you can directly differentiate it. So multiplying here with the first term, we get just a t minus into pluses, minus 2 by 3 times of derivative of t, again minus 1 by 3 times of second derivative of t. This is going to be 0, this will be t minus 2 by 3 times of derivative of t, that is d by dt of t is 1, and this will be 0. So what we get here, t minus 2 by 3. Change the signs, t and minus t gets cut, we get only 2 by 3. Now again, this term divided by minus 3, we get 2 by 3 divided by minus 3 is going to be 2 by 3. 3 is 9, but with a negative sign. So minus 2 by 9. Multiplying minus 2 by 9 with all the 3 terms here, we get minus 2 by 9 times of minus 3 plus 2d plus d square. That is equals to, simplify here, this is going to become minus of minus plus 2 by 3 minus 4 by 9 times of derivative of 1, there is no variable, which is going to be 0 here also, minus 2 by 9 times of second derivative of 1, which is again 0. So these two terms are going to be 0, you get only 2 by 3, and hence the remainder after subtracting is going to be 0. So this is the term what has to be replaced here after applying type 3. So it's going to be minus t by 3 minus 2 by 9. Take out 1 by 9, we get along with the negative sign minus 1 by 9 e to the power t. So it's going to be 3t plus 2. This is the first term, this is only not the complete yp, it's only the first term, the p1 of our yp. Coming to p2, p2 is equal to, the similar pattern we got to do again long division, understood? So this is e to the power minus t, t e to the power minus t divided by d square minus 4. So in the first step, we apply the type 4. Always you write exponential term first, so that it is the standard term or standard form of the type 4. Now we have to replace here d by d plus a, and my a is the coefficient of t in the exponential form, and in this case the coefficient is minus 1. So I got to replace it by d minus 1. Understood? So d has to be replaced by d minus 1. Which type? As I told you, I will be mentioning here every single time whenever I apply the type. Okay? So type 4 I have applied here. Anyways, coming back to this, e to the power minus t comes outside. T divided by d square is replaced by d minus 1 the whole square minus 4. Alright? Simplify by applying the identity to the denominator. We get e power minus t as it is. T as it is, denominator becomes d minus 1 the whole square will be d square minus 2d plus 1 minus 3. When you expand this is going to be plus 1 minus 4, which is going to be minus 3. Similar to what we did in the previous case. Only sign differences for the second term. Got it? Anyways. But still these two are not same. So we want to do this again in long division. Alright. So only the sign changes. Anyways, applying now here type 3 and performing the long division. So let us see what we get. So here we have, what is it? T as the numerator, no difference. Now denominator, you got to apply, you got to rearrange it in the increasing odd powers of d. Alright, first term divided by first term is going to be minus t by 3. Alright, now multiply minus 3 by t by 3 with the denominator, that is minus 3 minus 2d plus d square. Multiplying it further, we get here minus of minus is plus 3, 3 gets cut, we get just a t. Next again minus of minus is plus 2 by 3 as it is. Derivative of t, again minus 1 by 3 times second derivative of t. This is as it is, plus derivative of t is 1, but second derivative of t is going to be 0. So we get t plus 2 by 3. Change the signs and subtract it. So we get minus 2 by 3. So again first term divided by the first term. That is, there is only one term anyways. Minus 2 by 3 divided by minus 3. Negative sign gets cut. 2 by 9. Positive 2 by 9 is the second term in our quotient. Now multiplying 2 by 9 with all these three terms, just like how we performed here, we are going to get just minus 2 by 3 as it is. Nothing is going to change because the other numbers, other terms, the derivative of a constant is 0 and the second derivative of a constant is also 0. So we get 0. So only one term will be remaining, that is our minus 3 by 2 by 3. Got it? So that's how the remainder is 0 and we have to perform the long division till you get 0. Alright? So this is the quotient here. What is the difference? Only one sign is different from the previous part. You can see that minus t by 3 plus 2 by 9. As usual, take out 1 by 9 common. Alright, take out minus 1 by 9 only common. E power minus t times, this is going to be 3t minus, plus becomes minus. Okay guys, now this is my second term in the particular integral. Otherwise, yp part. So my final solution is given by y is equal to yc plus yp. You got to write yc values as well as yp values. Understood? Okay, let us write the yc and yp both here. So my yc is c1 e to the power 2x minus 2x plus c2 e to the power 2x. Now coming to the yp is 1 by 2 times of p1 minus p2. Therefore, we will do one thing to avoid the confusion. First, let us write what is yp alone and then we can write the yc part and yp part together. So what is yp alone? 1 by 2 as it is. p1 minus p2. What is my p1 value? Minus 1 by 9 e power t times 3t plus 2. Again minus. Again I have to take this one. But there is a negative sign here, minus of minuses. Plus 1 by 9 e power minus t times 3t minus 2. Okay, so this is how you do that. Now you can actually simplify it further because we started with a hyperbolic sign, right? So you can see here we have e power t and e power minus t with same terms and same coefficients. We can take them out and then get in the hyperbolic sign and hyperbolic cos terms also. So let us see if we can simplify it to the maximum extent. So I will take out 1 by 9 common here. So we get minus, let me take out minus common. Okay, so e power t is 3t e to the power t plus 2 times of e power t, and here negative sign is taken out. So 1 by 9 is also taken out. So we have a minus 3t e to the power minus t, and minus of minus is plus 2 times of e to the power minus t. Now let us group them so that we get hyperbolic sign and hyperbolic cos. So minus 1 by 9 as it is, 1 by 2 into 9, let it be as it is. Now e power t, e power minus t terms, we have the coefficients common. What are those? 3t and 3t. Take out. So 3t times of e power t minus e power minus t. Again, from these two terms we have a 2 common, take it outside, e power t plus e power minus t. This is what we are going to get. Okay, so if you take out take inside this 2, we get, let me continue here. Alright. Okay, so I am taking this 1 by 2 inside, 1 by 9 with a negative sign as it is outside, minus 1 by 9 times of 3t e to the power t minus e power minus t the whole divided by 2 plus 2 times of e power t plus e power minus t the whole divided by. Okay, So this is nothing but our hyperbolic sine and this is hyperbolic cos. So minus 1 by 9 3t cos ht plus we have 2 times of sine ht. Sorry, I got to revert back. Negative sign for sine and positive sign for cos. Okay, then you can multiply by 1 by 9 also. So this becomes minus 1 by 3 t sine ht minus 2 by 9 cos ht. This is our yp. Therefore, coming to the final general solution given by y is equal to yc plus yp, which is equals to our yc is c1 e to the power minus 2x. Revert back t instead of x because there is our independent variable here is t, not x. Okay, so plus c2 e to the power plus 2x, and then write this simplified version of your yp. You don't have to write this big one and this big one again and then merge and make a mess there because it's already simplified here. So write the simplified version of your yp, which is going to be minus 1 by 3 t sine ht minus 2 by 9 cos ht. This is the final solution, which is the general solution for the given differential equation. Understood? You got to be very careful. Both of these two terms are type 3 only. I have mentioned here, see. So you have to apply type 3 separately. First step type 4, second step type 3. Again coming to the second part of the yp, we again have to apply first step type 4, again second step type 3. Understood guys?